Are you sick?
No. Do I look
Okay, I just was trying to figure out why you were on time. Like, if you got ill or what happened. Like, was the holiday? Like, what happened to you? Are you okay?
Hisam? Sorry, I don't.
You don't
Okay.
want. You don't want.
Don't start. Don't start.
Are you having a bad day? Are you having a rough day already?
No, I'm having an okay day. I do this because I think of the fans. Every hour, I would. We need to maybe do every other week. Okay.
Oh, well, look at
I,
you.
wow, in a row. You look good.
Huh?
You look good. 2 weeks in a row. Look at you.
Yeah, I mean, the short
Wow.
hairstyle plus the mustache and a little bit of scruff, that's the look.
Yeah, Ramadan really did a lot for you.
I mean, I suppose.
You look really good. I mean,
like,
I guess.
like, good, like, as in I lost weight, or good as in, like, I gained weight, or good as in,
You
like,
look
thank
good.
God you cut your hair?
I mean, I would, I might tap it a little bit, You,
Half what?
okay,
Yeah.
welcome to another Tuesday. Today is April 16th, everybody. Happy Tuesday. And we are here with Over the Rainbow with Hisam and myself. And we talk about all gay things. We talk about life. We talk about anything that just comes to our mind. Just like right now, I don't know what the fuck the topic
Oh, I
is,
know
but
what it is.
oh, what is it?
So okay. So I have, like, been on the YouTube, and I
Oh,
was
no, why you say it like that? I
because I was on the YouTube,
oh,
and, like, I had been fascinated by this Diddy thing. And the
always like 2 weeks late with news. This is why I told you need to get Twitter. Go ahead, Hisam. Go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so no, but here's the thing, is that there have been more developments over the past several days, specifically related to Diddy and his affairs. And the reason it caught my attention, is that I was, like, thinking about, like, if he is a closeted homosexual, right? Or if this is done out of power, or if it's done out of malice. But the thing that caught my attention was he responsible for, was he responsible for, like, like, the narrative that I always hate is that gay men are pedophiles, right? That's the narrative that, like, the right has been pushing for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a lot of his behaviors, although I do not know and cannot confirm, and none of the stuff on the YouTube, basically, it should be taken as fact, because it's not.
On the what?
The YouTube. And so, so the thing that I have been thinking a lot about is, like, as this continues to develop, there's going to be this narrative that gay men and pedophilia are going to be, like, you know.
A thing.
Have you been thinking about this?
You know what? I will say this. Your statement of what you just said is 100% correct. Gay men do get the title of being pedophiles and things like that. And do I think it's going to develop into that? Um, I don't know. The Diddy thing is a very like crazy situation because we're only going off of what this one said, what that one said. Like we, I need to wait until they got like actual facts, like coming from the court. It's like there's things that have to be in process before we start name calling or thinking things until it happens. Because right now we're just going through the feds raid his house and they found this,
The
but
feds only raid your house when they have, like, so much overwhelming evidence that they need to raid your house.
I think so.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so then
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Then it,
The feds are only raiding your house if they have so much information. It's undeniable that
so,
basically, like, without a shadow of a doubt, that there's proof there.
well, what's your thoughts? What do you think?
Well, like the thing that I'm concerned about is like I think the thing that I'm confused about is like, you know, Hollywood and the music industry are not they're not environments where like being gay. I don't know. Like, is being gay and being a rapper a bad thing? I don't know.
I mean, think about what Little Nas X went through, and he probably still goes through it now. You know, it is considered like an unwelcome place. You know, Lil Nas X didn't is not like it took forever for him to finally be welcome. But look what how the way he had to go about it. He had to pretend like he was this straight dude doing country music, and then had to come out, which just once again shows you how judgmental it is. I think we are getting to a place where gay rappers and stuff like that are able, gay hip hop artists are able to express themselves a little bit more because of Lil Nas X and Saucy Santana and things like that. But I don't know, Hisam. Now that you really put it in that way, I think it's still judgmental. I think there's still issues in music business, especially when it comes to queer people. But in
Like, I think the question I'm wondering is like, are they afraid that their careers will be over because they basically like to engage in homosexual acts? Like, I think the thing that was like crazy to me is like the Diddy thing happened, but then there were all of these people afterwards who are like, oh no, I didn't do that, or oh no, I don't have that, or oh no, I've never been into that. And I think the thing that I'm confused about is like, we do know that basically like straight or gay men, like, if you're interested in having your prostate stimulated, that could be a really good feeling, right? Like, it doesn't mean anything. Just because you engage in a homosexual act doesn't make you a
do
homosexual,
you
right? Like,
know from experience?
I'm just saying, like, I mean,
I don't.
wouldn't you know, like,
I
you come on, Rick.
experience.
What?
I don't know from experience what it feels like.
Derek.
I I
Derek.
I can't
Derek.
tell you. I can't tell you if
Derek.
I related. I don't know what that feels like. I don't know what that is.
You don't know. You Derek, you are telling me you have never stuck anything up your rectum ever?
God, not stuck anything up my rectum. Not right out there in the open. Just stuck right.
Well, you are making it sound like you have no experience with like anal penetration or anal stimulation. Is that true?
Not anal stimulation. I love when you use the big words. Anal stimulation and
Derek,
anal stimulation and penetration. What would you stick up there? Give me advice. I don't know what to stick up there.
Derek,
Awesome.
you have never. Okay, wait a minute. Like, you're telling me that you have never experienced anal at all?
Listen, yeah, I can't confirm or deny.
Yes, you can. You're right there. You know the answer. You
I,
can confirm or deny. You know the answer. Just say it.
I can't confirm or deny about what you say, anal penetration and anal.
Okay.
Uh,
My point being,
anal glands. Can't confirm or deny.
anal
Isn't that what
glands.
they call?
Yeah, I mean, like, yes, I guess that you could call them all glands, but like, we just like prostate stimulation is just a natural, normal thing. I thought. Is that not?
I,
Do we not?
I think it is. Doesn't it stop? Don't you? Aren't you supposed to get it checked from like make sure you don't have prostate cancer?
Yeah, but that's different. That's like clinically making sure that you're not going to die of prostate cancer. That's not like, so it's like when I'm doing prostate exams, I'm not like turned on.
I can't confirm or deny if anything has been up my rectum.
Hmm.
Now back to what we were saying.
So
Okay.
my point being, like, let's say
This,
you're a straight dude, right?
yes, as a straight person, yes. Go ahead. I know this.
Let's say you're a straight dude. Like, just because you engage in a homosexual act does not make you gay.
I don't think it. I don't think it is. I think now that we're in 2024, I think that we need to, not saying let go of these labels, but people should be able to do what they want to do, but they have to be accepting. The thing that bothers me is
Hmm.
when Mimi, the queen herself,
Yes, the Queen
you want
Mimi.
to join, girl, we would love to talk to you because after all the stir that you have caused on Twitter in the last 24 hours.
Oh, I didn't know what happened on
Oh,
Twitter.
no, Hisam, because once again, I'm going to tell everybody right now, mark this day. I told Hisam he has to have a Twitter before we start BB26 because I'm not doing it with him. I'm not doing
But
this
you
with
know
you. I told
why I don't have a Twitter, right?
it private, Hisam.
Yeah,
You can make
but also, right? Like there are so many drag queens who basically have gotten off of Twitter because it feels
I,
so toxic.
you can make it private. You can make it
I,
private.
but then what's the point of doing Twitter then?
You can because you can keep up with everything. Like
Well,
there's times
I have you.
no,
You do such a good job.
no, I'm booked and busy. I'm not gonna be every get one, make a blank one. Did you just see Miss Felicia what she just did? She just told everybody. She said everyone needs to, which cracked me up because she kills me. Hey everybody, I'm having a. She is she is something. It cracks me up. She said, "Hey everybody, I'm having a challenge, and I want everyone to match the same following. See the most followers I can get on each of my platforms." I said, "Girl, that is the most funniest shit I ever heard of somebody trying to get people to follow them." It cracked me up. But you need to get a Twitter. I'm not going to tell you this again.
Wait. Why? What should she say?
She said that she wants to get that she said she's going to have a challenge to see who wins. If Instagram wins, TikTok wins, Twitter wins, she wants everyone to try to follow her and see what has the highest
Why?
following. But with the challenges between her
Her
social
fans? They're
between
already following her.
huh?
Her fans that are already following her.
I think she's trying to get more. So she's like, share it with this one, share it with that one. But I'm not mad at it. I actually retweeted and said, same here. Do the same thing with mine. Who can follow my Instagram the most, follow my Twitter the most, follow my TikTok the most, and let's see who wins. I think it's just,
But what do they win?
I don't know.
And like, if there are like, if let's say there's 60,000 people who follow you on Instagram, what do you give them?
No,
Nothing. Like it's winning to be like we are the
no,
biggest Mama B fans,
no.
but I also follow her on TikTok. Like what?
Just my Instagram wins. It's kind of genius because it's just like it's a mind
How,
fuck. Like
how is it genius? I don't see the genius part. Explain to me the genius part.
funny because fans would be like, oh, I only have Twitter, so I'm going to share it to all my Twitter followers and tell them to follow them. So yeah, it's just funny to me because it's Miss Felicia because it's fucking chaotic and it cracked me up when I saw it. I was like, what is she doing? Like, I'll tell you exactly what it said, and I need to go back to my statement before I miss it. Where's it at? She said, "Hey X," instead of "Hey Twitter." She said, "Hey X, I am challenging myself with your help to double my followers to all my platforms. So repost this to all the contacts so we can get this challenge started. Let's see which medium actually participate. Will it be X? Will it be Twitter? Will it be YouTube? Will it be Cameo? Will it be TikTok? What says you?"
Will it be Vine? Will it be MySpace? Will it be Facebook?
I, I love it because I retweeted and said, yes, make sure you guys do the same with mine. Okay. I don't give a fuck about any of those other platforms. I need more Instagram followers so I can do more shit. Like I need more Instagram followers so I can
So
when
you
I'm
can like sell mattresses to people?
no, not even that. When I'm giving my resume over and I'm like, hey, you need me on your show or branding deal, I need more Instagram followers. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, I don't give a fuck about Twitter and everything else. But other than that, back to my statement. I don't think. um,
What happened with Mimi? Like everyone's talking about Mimi ending Spoiler Girl. Is Spoiler Girl the girl who basically is like, I know all the insides about BB, but she doesn't know anything? Is that her?
I don't. Yeah, I guess that is her. I don't know much about her. She's never said anything bad
We don't
about
know
me,
if her is actually a her,
or
right? We
they or them or Z.
We don't, or he or him, or we don't know.
Learned about Z. But yeah, I guess so. So Mimi, I mean, I guess, you know, Spoiler Girl says a lot of stuff, and a lot of fans say a lot of stuff about, like, you know, just about players. And I guess she considered Mimi to be a boring player or something crazy, and Mimi just clapped back and just finished it. Like, point blank in the period. So I think that fans don't understand, like, nobody ever wants to hear that they are boring or bad or anything like that. And you guys expect us to sit there and, like, to not say anything. I don't think that Mimi was ever boring. I mean, I was waiting for her to come on the screen every time because I knew she was going to give me the entertainment, the content that I needed to laugh. And it's just weird sometimes how the fans are.
Mimi, my girl, right? Like Mimi, by far, like I thought was gonna win the whole thing.
No, of course,
I personally,
but I will say this: going into BB26, I'm making it abundantly clear, just like I say every year, which I don't mind. If any of the contestants want to talk about me on the live feed, that's perfectly fine, but expect me to drag you if you say something stupid. If you say anything that is disrespecting anything on my name, I'm not having it. You can sit there and crack jokes and have fun as long as you're praising me, but once you sit there and say anything of he slept his way to top two or something fucking stupid, expect me to drag you on Twitter and show you why not to play with me. Same thing.
I don't want to be on Twitter. It's exactly
No,
this reason. It just feels like a toxic place. It just doesn't feel like a place
no.
that would happen.
I'm not taking it. We're not doing that tonight. Twitter is actually a good place. Sometimes, listen, I get on Twitter just to read stuff. I don't always have
You
to.
get on Twitter for the porn. Why don't you just admit
I
it?
don't have. Do you have a Twitter?
What'd you say?
Do you have a Twitter porn account?
No, I don't. Because I'm not on.
I don't have a. I don't have a Twitter porn account. And if I did, I promise you, you would never, ever find it. Never.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm pretty resourceful.
I know you're pretty resourceful, but I told you I was actually going to send you stuff because I wanted to show you what that atmosphere looked like. The difference between a regular Twitter account and that Twitter account. Okay. But you need to get a Twitter account because it's just good to keep up with everything. You don't always have to tweet stuff, and you can make it private, and then you can choose who you want to accept and who you don't want to accept.
Hmm.
And you keep up with the latest Mimi readings and shit when she's getting people together because I'm very entertained. Now back to my statement, Hisam. I just think we need to get out of this like world of like, okay, if I do something gay, I'm considered gay. No, baby, I need people to understand there's a lot that goes into being gay, and it's not easy. It's not like a walk over the rainbow because it's very difficult to get over a rainbow. It's not easy. So I need people to understand just because you might kiss a man or just because you might, I don't know, a girl might up your ass or something, don't mean that you're gay.
Oh, are you saying like digitally penetrate someone?
Yeah, something I've never done. So yeah, digitally penetrate somebody. So what I'm saying is just
Yeah.
keep that. Am I right or wrong? Do you think, what do you consider gay?
No, I mean I think gay is about who you fantasize about, right? Like I think truly to basically say like it's who you fantasize about. It's not like who you engage in an act with.
Who do you fantasize about?
No, I fantasize about men, and occasionally I have dreams about women. But in general, like most of my
This is
things are,
development?
huh?
Is this a new development that we're
No, no, no.
getting?
I've always had that for women. Remember, like straight for a minute, a long time, more than a minute. It was my straight
What
era,
you
if
like
you will.
about women?
What do I like about women?
Yeah, if you're fantasizing about women, what you like about women?
No, I think that women are beautiful. Like I think that there are lots of
You sound
beautiful
like
women.
you're flaming homosexual. That
Huh?
does to me. You sound like a flaming homosexual.
No.
Women are,
What?
get to the
A lot. There's a lot. Okay, listen. Let me tell you this. there are a lot of things that are easier about women, right? And I'll just say this, like, what I didn't anticipate, like, is there are certain gender roles, whether you agree with them or not. There are certain gender roles. Like, when you put two dudes together who are both like high performing people, right? Like, there is a battle of power and a battle of like control. There's a dynamic there that doesn't exist when I dated women, even powerful women.
Okay.
It just didn't exist, right? And so like it's there are some easier things, right, about it, right? Like there's some easier things about it, right? Just because of the way that people are acculturated and the way that our society thinks about things, whether you agree with it or not, like there are certain things, right? But like, man, like they're like, and you, does this not happen to you? Like when you date certain men, like where you are at conflict about power, like, does this not happen to you?
I don't fuck. I don't date. Also, wait, can I just say one thing, guys? Please submit your questions. And if you guys want to join the conversation tonight, please make those requests at 7:30, okay, in a couple minutes. But Hisam, I don't date. You know this already. I don't know how many times I have to
Okay,
tell you that.
when you do decide to date someone,
I will tell you this. If there was somebody in my life who we were having issues of conflict, I don't think we're going to have issues of conflict because I'm very like 50-50, or also I'm kind of like, I'm in charge.
okay, that's what I'm saying. It's never 50-50. Like as much as we want to say like, oh yeah, of course it's 50-50.
You,
I put
you're, you have someone in your life. So is it 50-50 for you?
no, it's not, because there are times that it's like 60-40 or 70-30 or
What,
28 or 90-10. Like it
what,
just depends on, like, there are lots of things that happen in life, and sometimes you're not able to put all 50% in because you got crap happening in your life, like your house floods, for example.
oh, wait, you're talking from experience. So
Yeah.
what is it right now?
Well, I mean, here's what I'll say is that, like, I think that it fluctuates. It always fluctuates, but there's always one person who's pursuing, and there's always one person who's like not as invested. That's just the truth, right? Like that is never 50-50. It's never that the two people in the relationship are like, we are 100% in all the time, 100%, like ride or die to the end, because it's exhausting. You can't do that. And so like what I'm saying is that like it fluctuates. There are times that I am like more like invested, and there are times that he is more invested. Like it just, but it doesn't mean that it's unhealthy or bad. It just means like it fluctuates. And so like this thing about 50-50, I'm like, come on, it's not 50-50. Anyone who's been married or anyone who's been in a relationship knows it's not 50-50. And so my point being, when you date another dude, right? And there is this thing that you have been brought up with, like you are to be the alpha male, or you are to have these certain things or characteristics. It's just like you get into these power battles, these little power battles, and it can be about stupid shit, right? It can be stupid shit,
I
right?
will. I don't know. I feel like I know. I mean, I've watched one relationship that I can say till this day that has two gay men that it really does feel 50-50 to me. Like I've never seen them have a issue or problem or argument. If so, they're very good at covering up, but like it's very like
Okay,
smooth. So I think
maybe one couple out of all couples you know.
I believe it can happen to others, but I will say I can't really talk in this situation. I don't know what a relationship is. I don't even know what men are at this point. I haven't.
You don't know what men are.
I
What are you
don't.
talking about?
I don't even know what it feels like, what they are, what they do. I don't even know. I look at them. I'm more intrigued by looking at men on the internet than in person. I mean, at this point, meeting them, because it's like a fantasy that I just can't get, and I'm so exhausted and so tired of it. To be honest, at this point, ladies, if you are willing to accept me for me, I am open to.
No.
I want people to understand that I am into women. I'm making this broad announcement. If there's any women that are interested, please slide into my DMs. That's it at this point. Because
Yeah,
all
and we're gonna have a little competition. Tweet that, Instagram it, put it on
oh, you
YouTube, put it
Okay.
cameo, put it on everything, and we'll see who is the winner.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know because you ain't got no damn what's it called, Twitter.
Yeah,
But
but
somebody said
I wouldn't make an imaginary competition for people.
she's so like I love that she's so innocent. Like she don't know. She's just thinking and shit. So somebody said it's someone who is engaged in sexual activity with both genders, but wouldn't be in a committed relationship with both considered bisexual. Does that make sense? I don't even know what I just read, but I read it.
Okay, read it
Let me
again.
read it one more time. It's someone who engaged in sexual activity with both genders, but wouldn't be in a committed relationship with both considered bisexual.
Yeah, I mean, like whether or not you're committing or not has nothing to do with your sexuality, right? Like I think that people make a mistake that like who you sleep with and who you are in a relationship with may not actually be indicative of like your sexuality or how you identify. There are lots of people, as we're learning from P. Diddy, right, and the rest of the rapping community, that you may engage in homosexual acts, but you may not identify as being a homosexual, right? Like,
Yeah.
and so from my standpoint, like it really depends upon who you fantasize about, right? Like if your fantasies are about men and all you're thinking about is like, man, I really like, I think about them all the time. I want to have sex with them. Even if you're not having sex with them, that does not mean you're not gay. That's it.
So I think that was I agree with that. I think it's what you think about, what you're fantasizing about constantly. It's okay for every once in a while to be like, "Oh, I'm thinking about like a woman or I'm thinking about a man or whatever." Like it's what you think about like what you want all the time. It's okay to maybe like I know some people that are really like straight. They're like I've hooked up with a man and that's it, or like they're in a relationship with a woman and they're looking for what's it called? I think it's called a cock, a cock. What's it called?
A cuckold.
Yeah, is that what it's called when you want to see somebody like do your
Yeah,
yes,
cuckold.
yes. So yeah, so
That's the dude though. The dude is the cuckold, right? And the bull is the guy who basically is penetrating.
yes. So that's what I'm getting at. Like you have things like that. So I just find it very interesting when it depends on what you want, what you're looking for. I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, and to me, it's like, here's my opinion on it. My opinion about it is like who you want to sleep with is your business, right? It's none of my business who you want to sleep with. The only time it ever becomes my business is if I want to sleep with you, right? That's the only time it becomes my business, right? Like that's it. And so what I'm always curious about is like why people are so interested in like who you're having sex with. If you're not gonna have sex with me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who I'm having sex with.
It,
We're not having sex. It doesn't matter. Huh?
everybody know for me, I'm not having sex with no one. So you can know everything about me. I'm not having sex with no one. I don't
Are
know what.
you are you coming out as saying like, but you still fantasize? You're not asexual?
No, no, I'm not like. Uh,
You're not.
no, like I mean, at this point, I am converting, but about an hour ago, it would have been men. At this point, it's women.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long.
Okay, why are you wanting to date women now?
Because the men are they're all shit. Um,
What? That's not true,
I'm,
Derek.
listen, I just put a video on my story the other day. You probably didn't see it, okay? Because you don't look at my story. You need to watch my stories because my stories are very entertaining, Heisam. I'm gonna tell you that again.
I do watch your stories.
Yeah,
I saw a thing about Bryce.
I check everybody. If I don't see people looking at my stories, I'll be checking that shit. I'm
I
not.
watched dang stories. I saw your thing about Bryce and basically the Survivor events, and he was complimenting you on how good your survivors are. They're messy, he says, but you do a good job of bringing on guests. I watched it. Don't you talk? Don't you start with me? I watch your
Okay,
stories.
so
Follow like 60 people. It's very easy to do.
I people probably look at me like, oh my god. so handsome, whatever. I don't want to talk about me tonight, but let me just make it clear. The issue is that what I run into is that, yes, there are men that might want me, right? But I don't want them. Okay? And that is just what I have to deal with. It's not like I'm sitting here so lonely and going, well, I just have no one to talk to. I just don't have anyone that I want. And the people that I want don't want me. We're having a battle and it's an issue and it's getting frustrating. Okay? Now, do I believe, I'm going to come back to this again. Do are there levels to the game? Okay, Hisam? Yes. You can say whatever you want to say, but there are levels to the game. Okay? Now,
Maybe chosen for veto, and you're like hoping your chip gets called, but you're like waiting and it doesn't get called. You're like, oh, come on, pick up my chip, man. I'm about to be evicted. Pick my chip up.
now, right? Let's give. I'm trying to think of someone I could use for example who won't get upset. Let's use Turner.
You're using Turner.
Turner, for example. Turner, right? Turner's on like a level, right? He's right here, okay?
I don't know what that is. What does mean? I don't know.
Like, I'm not giving it a thing because everybody's gonna run with it. And he's on the level right here. Like, you know, he's attractive, he's cute. Okay?
Uh-huh.
But in the eyes of Tiffany Pollard, as she said in Flavor of Love, gorgeous devours cuteness. So there are levels, okay? So if you're not on the level that I need you to be on, I ain't got nothing for you. Look, see, Paul just said he knows what I'm talking about. Paul from Squid Games knows exactly what I'm talking about. There's a level.
Like Paul has nothing to worry about. Paul is like,
Okay,
like not see Paul.
Let's take Paul for example, right? Paul is on a level, okay? A level where there's thousands of men in his DMs, right?
I'm sure that Paul is busy because like his shirtless pictures definitely get
Right.
someone's attention.
So he says Sam. Wait, but Paul is up here, right? Okay. But I'm just giving an example. There's levels, just like there's levels in all lives. There's levels in video games. There's levels at work. There's different type of titles.
You're saying that someone who is like on Tetris level 1 wants to be playing expert.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for helping me get that out. Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're saying that like Paul is like at the expert level, and there are people in Paul's DMs who are just learning Tetris.
Yes. Okay, we're not gonna hype him up that much, okay? But if Paul wants to come in and talk, Paul's
great. I like Paul. Paul came in third. Paul is great.
Right. But here's the thing that we're running into, right? The thing about it is that, like, I know my lane, okay?
Where you are in your lane? What level do you think you're on? Like, if expert versus beginning Twitter, beginning Tetris.
My lane. I know my lane. So my lane is.
Hey! Whoever doesn't know who Paul is, this is Paul.
Hi, my name's Sam.
Wait, do you understand what I'm saying as level wise?
I totally do.
Okay.
Really?
Thank you. So why do you not know this? You should know this.
Because I think that like we see lots of different, like, yes, there is like different, but I think there are lots that move people down a level.
Hisam, there's
okay.
There's
what
I want to hear your thoughts.
I think honestly, I came in late on this conversation.
Real quick, I'll speed it up. There's levels, just like levels in games, levels at work, levels in dating, levels of men that you know would answer you, right? Or you know that what you attract. So there's levels. So what I was getting at is that there's levels There's levels of people who just started playing Tetris, as Hisam was saying, but I'm at expert mode at this point.
Okay, is this in regards to the games, the chat, like the
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
or life?
Related to dating men.
Oh, okay. Well, some people's expert level is some people's novice level, and vice versa. So,
Thank you,
Oh,
Sam.
oh God, not
Thank
that.
well,
Sam.
see, I like daddies,
Huh?
and not all people like daddies.
But the daddies that you like, they like you back. Or the daddies that you do pursue are in the same level with you with the daddies that you do like.
Sam, do you like daddies? Is that what we just learned?
I don't know if that's what we just learned. I thought everyone knew that.
I'm just giving you a hard time, brother.
I'm not right with it. I like hard times. It means I can give you shit back.
Yeah,
Oh,
great. I love it.
I'm the only person that think this way. Maybe I just need to stick to my delusional
I
self.
don't
Like,
think it's delusional. I just think it's
I stay single. Here's the thing. I stay single because there's nothing out there that wants the things that I want don't want me back. And maybe I'm not on their level. That's what I have to understand. So I'm trying to get to their level. So unfortunately, the people that are here are, I don't know what to tell you. I thank you so much for the compliments. I appreciate you. Love you. Hug you. Love that. All that about you.
I think it's that's just dating in general. Like I got super lucky meeting my husband by pure
Of
happenstance.
course. Of
But
course.
I mean, I've been in awful relationships where we weren't on the same level. We didn't have the same love languages. We didn't have the same wants, needs, desires, or goals.
Wow. You and
So
in
it,
these relationships, I don't know what those are like.
they're
But
awful.
Sam, this was yes, you're saying those things. Well, okay, wait a minute. Like I thought I knew your name, but do I not know your name?
My name is Sam.
Okay, I did get it right. Then why are you laughing, Derek?
I'm just laughing at you, Hisam.
Like my point being, like the things that you're talking about, like goals and all of that, like not being on the same level, but like attraction wise, right? Like, did you feel like there were certain people that you may not have been attracted to,
Mm,
however, like,
mm.
right? You were like, oh, because of all these other things, I find them really attractive, and
Yeah,
although they might not be on this same level as far as it
I'm
looks.
all I'm all about a vibe. If you can provide me a good vibe, I'm all about a vibe. But you still, unfortunately, Hisam, I don't care what you say. That face, I'm still looking at that face. So I don't care what you say.
I
That's just what
mean, the cover is what you see
I
first.
yes, yes. Thank you. I love the cover. Now let me open the book and read all about it. But if I don't like the fucking cover, the front and the fucking back, bitch,
But
I'm putting
sometimes you can just open the book, right? And
Sometimes the book is open.
yeah, sometimes the book is
Lord,
open, right?
they, they got
Sometimes
that.
you can put the cover down, right?
They,
Like
Someone get this man on Love Is Blind.
okay, I'm telling you, seriously, you better. You got the. And here's the thing. The thing about it is because I love this one comment. Um, I don't really want to call it shallow. I don't want to call it very insecurities. I've named out all my insecurities. I'm working on my insecurity. One of my insecurities is that I'm a big dude and I'm out of shape and I'm working on it to make myself feel better because that is one of my insecurities. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm not humble or nothing like that. I'm 32 years old. I have been in the game for a very long time. I know what I want and what I don't want. And the thing about it is that I've never made anyone feel like, oh my God, like I'm the bottom of someone's shoe. Any guy that talks to me that I'm not interested in, I still always let them know what I'm about. And also, I still talk to them as a human being. So I don't want it to come off like I'm just shunning people away and I'm like, fucking what's your name from House of Dragons and shit like that, just burning bitches. I'm just kind of at this point where I'm just saying, do people not know their fucking level? That's what I'm getting at. Like, I know my Super Saiyan level. I know the power and where I'm at. Now, when I get to Super Saiyan God, which is at Hisam stage, you know, then, and I mean, also your stage 2, Sam, then I will be
The
unstoppable.
level above me, or whatever that level
I don't know.
is.
This is nerd talk. I'm a total nerd. That is just that I'm a nerd. So
While you're here, you know, me and Hisam, I don't know if you know, we talk all gay things on this little show we do every Tuesday night. Could you
Dropping the name. We don't love the name, but it's what we have right now.
Okay, it's called Over the Rainbow. Could you introduce yourself? Tell everybody where you're from. I mean, of course, we know where you're from, but go ahead. And
hi,
not sure
I am Sam Lance. I am from Wilton Manors, Florida. I was on Squid Game: The Challenge on Netflix, which I came in third due to a button push game of chance.
I heard you went
Yeah.
Are you
trauma.
about that? Do you feel like that was an unfair way to go? Out of curiosity.
I mean, I would be disappointed to go out no matter what happened. If it was a game of choice, I mean, it was obviously going to be a Phil and I because we had a relationship.
Yeah.
But the goal of Squid Game in the scripted series was to give everyone an equal footing, not based on their physical or what's it called, financial advancement. So if it had been a physical game, there would have been no chance for either of the other opponents. Well, I shouldn't say that, but Phil is very athletic. But I
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing because levels.
I am I'm a much larger person than both of them, and I mean, chance kept it even, kept it equal. So I mean, I'm disappointed that I came in third a little bit, but I'm really happy to be the representation that I was and to be there with two other people that were amazing representation for their communities. So being that final three and showing basically a 180-degree version of what happened in the scripted series, I love that. I mean, would I have loved $4.56 million too? Yes. But
What
I'll make that in
would
the
you
real
with
world.
curiosity? If you had won the money, what would you have done?
A lot for stray animals, a lot for abused animals. I would also have done a lot for my family, my chosen family, making sure that my friends that are have been working their whole lives don't have to work anymore,
Yeah.
and doing a lot with. I wanted to open a dispensary for marijuana, and then also provide opportunities for people in not cultures, but in areas that they haven't been presented those opportunities, giving them an even playing field for their ideas to be viewed and to be presented. Like, give them the tools to present their ideas and basically have a big competition and see who would get the capital. But on top of just the capital, it would be giving people with the know-how, like how to use that capital with business sense and things that, you know, just giving people money and throwing them out to the wolves that doesn't really do anybody a lot of good.
Right.
So I wanted to give them infrastructure as well as the money to do that. But now it's just, you know, instead of starting in the middle of the book, I'm starting at the beginning.
Okay.
So
I
I'll get
think you did.
there.
I love everything you said.
Yeah.
You know, I think you'll get your opportunity to compete again. I don't see why not. You know, there's millions of shows coming out. I mean, at this point, I'm like, anybody can get on TV at this point. God, it's
I think
like,
he's throwing shade on us new ones. Hisam.
He's like, I was on season 23, but after season 23,
Yeah.
man, it's just anybody can get on. Like, so easy nowadays. It's just like the bottom of the barrel, like bottom levels, doesn't matter. Just anybody who want to be on this show, come on in.
I'm just saying in general, but I think that everything you said is really important, and of course, like You know, these shows, and I love the reason why I love these shows because it gives us opportunities to meet and make our families even bigger. And I hope that we get a chance to cross paths one day, and everything. I wish you. Are you going to Bear Week?
Me, I'm hoping so. I'm really hoping so. Doug's schedule is what's holding us
Oh,
back.
okay. Doug's schedule because you can go with me and Dash at this point, and Hisam too.
I'm trying to go.
I don't know if I trust that group.
Why? Oh, you
I'm
don't
just
trust.
joking.
I get it.
I don't trust Dash.
Yeah,
no, he'll get me in trouble.
I don't.
No. Dash
I'm,
is like my baby brother
I'm
or my baby
I'm not.
sibling.
I told him he had the air tag because I don't want to lose him. I'm scared.
You won't lose.
Yeah.
Dash. Dash has got a voice on him. Don't you worry. You're not losing Dash.
No.
Crazy. So what are you up to? Why are you not filming another show? Didn't they just come out with a bunch of shows
I
on
don't
Netflix?
know. I haven't been asked. I was number 3 on the world's largest reality show, so I don't know what they're doing. They're waiting for the right fit.
What have you?
I'm hoping for Traders.
Okay, I can see that.
It's the same production company, so.
Oh yeah, if it's the same production company for sure.
I'm hoping. But
Okay. Have
we'll
you
see.
been asked? Have you said anything?
Yeah, they know that I'm interested.
Okay.
Yeah, I applied for Deal or No Deal Island too because that looks like a lot of fun. And
What about?
nailed it.
Oh, nailed it. We should go on Nailed It. I'm really terrible at baking too.
I'm really good at decorating.
Oh, really?
Just don't try and eat it.
Then you can't be on Nailed It. You're too good.
Well, I mean, in the time frame that they give, no one's good.
No, what are you talking about? But you would have an advantage, right? Wait, aren't you a pottery person?
I'm a painter.
Painter. Okay, so you already have a super advantage in
But they give them 45 minutes. I
Yeah,
did my audition tape and it took 8 hours.
Really?
For Nailed It?
And you have to cut it down into 10-minute segments.
For Nailed It? It's that hard to get on that show?
I mean, the audition tape is the thing that I filmed making the cake.
Oh.
And I'm not a fast baker, so my time management is awful. So me on Nailed It, it would definitely be a mess.
Yeah, get on. I'd love to see that.
What did you say, Derek?
Teams. Teams. Can we all be on a team?
Oh, right. I don't know. I don't see why not.
Because you guys would be great. I feel like I can really tell you guys what to do and how to get it done. And then
so she's a bossy one.
Yeah, she is. We just learned that. We also learned, Sam, that Derek has never had anal penetration. Didn't know that.
I'm sorry. We're going through a tunnel. Hey, it's called side now. It's fine. It's perfectly reasonable.
He died though.
Hisam, you don't know what I am.
So this person says I should do Big Brother, changing the subject. I would definitely do Big Brother.
Yes, and please join us. You thought you were mentally fucked up from Squid Game? Wait until you do Big Brother.
Hey, at least on Big Brother you get food.
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
A lot of the cast members gain weight.
Yeah, I lost weight. I lost 15 pounds. I did an Instagram post of what I looked like after it was.
Oh, really?
I have cheekbones for days.
Damn. I wrong show. I should have did Squid Games. I should have did Survivor.
Apply. They're still doing season 2 casting.
Oh, what, Squid Games?
Yeah.
They don't want me. I
love that. I love that mandala effect, though. Everyone calls it Squid Games.
What is it called?
It's Squid Games.
Even
in my audition tape, I said Squid Games. So I'm not.
I don't.
Involved in this.
I heard about a lot of stuff that happened there.
what? I'll tell you whether it's true or not.
Oh, yeah, I feel like it's true. I feel like me and you talk to the same camp, so I think we're okay. I think we talk to the same
With
camp.
the Dash situation?
No, not just the dash situation, just in general, like how cold it was, how y'all didn't give y'all fucking chapstick. Like
I live in Florida,
Yeah.
and I was fine.
See?
I was fine. Like, I made it through red light, green light fine. People that didn't make it through red light, green light because it was too cold have sour grapes.
Oh,
It's sour
That's
grapes.
what it is.
No one wants to be eliminated the first day. The goal of every reality show contestant, don't be eliminated the first day.
Yeah. Don't be eliminated.
And they got eliminated the first day. And in my show, no one was safe. You could make it all the way to the final 9 and you would still have no airtime.
that's why. That's the reason why I wouldn't want to do it, because
they would show you.
No.
Like, they showed Steven, and he got booted. Steven Lomas.
Oh, is he the one with the cute butt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he got booted like
Steven
episode 4.
Steven was a TikTok person before that, though.
Yeah, and you're a Big Brother person. And Figgy, they showed Figgy, who.
Well, you know,
I heart Figgy.
My old friends that used to play kickball with was on the show, and I felt so bad because he told me he was on the show, and I was like looking for him the whole time. I felt so bad because I swear they only showed him like one time. I felt so bad. Bad.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I think it was like, the stats are online. I think it was like 30. I can't remember. It was a really high percentage of people in Squid Game that were LGBTQ.
No, I love that. I mean, it definitely was good. I wish we just more. They should. Oh,
my dogs just went insane inside.
Oh, what's happening?
I don't know. My husband's in there. He can deal with
Oh.
it.
It's nice to have relationships, the two of you. You have husbands to handle the rest of your shit.
Oh, now he's sending them out to me.
Daddy's hungry.
Oh, my husband's hungry. Oh my gosh, I ordered Taco Bell.
Oh, bye.
All right.
Bye. It was nice talking to you guys.
Hey, nice to meet you.
That's my husband, Doug.
Hey, how are you?
Doug.
Oh my God, legends.
Legend.
All right.
Love you guys. Bye.
Oh. Now, what did we learn today?
Well, things that we learned. Okay, number 1. Derek does not engage in anal penetration. Number 2, the way that you basically get more Instagram X followers is by just telling people it's a competition. Number 3, don't mess with Mimi because she will F you up.
That's true. Don't mess with Mimi.
There are lots of different levels, and Derek is playing expert Tetris, and lots of the people in his DM are just starting to play the game. Also learned that like Sam basically was fantastic.
Yes. And Sam is Sam, not Paul.
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
I don't know
why is his name Paul Bunyan? What was it?
But why would he have his Instagram as Paul?
Yeah, I think it's because of Paul Bunyan because he's so tall.
Oh.
And so like I was like, oh, of course. Like I started. Huh?
Hey, Fessy, that's my favorite person. Fessy's my favorite person. Listen, after Pittsburgh, Fessy's my favorite person. Like, straight up, I love Fessy. Fessy is my favorite person. That is like, literally, I had such a good time. I need to send Fessy the video of me and Bryce talking about him on the YouTube show. But Fessy is such a good time. He's hilarious. He is so funny. And I'm mad that I feel like people don't see that side of him. But sidebar, please continue, Hisam. Sorry.
No, that's what we learned. And we also learned that like if Derek had to pick his Arab for an island, he would choose Fessy.
It's a hard toss between you and
No, you just basically like
no. Wait. It's just a hard.
You just said he's your favorite person. There can't be your second. I can be your.
Wait, wait.
You know what it is? It's because I don't have Twitter. That's what it is.
Fine, go get Twitter. I need you to get.
Yeah, once I get X, Fessy, it's over.
That's what I just need you to have it to see the stuff. Like you just need to. Not people. Don't read that comment. Do not read that comment.
You,
Like you have Twitter so you can read stuff.
oh,
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about you and Fessy now.
What?
Yeah, that's a rumor. That I
Listen.
just started.
I look at him like he might be handsome and all that, but he's literally like my brother. I really do love him like that. He's so fucking dope. Okay, so Over the Rainbow was a very interesting episode tonight. You never know what happened, who's gonna join, what we're gonna
next week because Derek will be on the road and he'll be going on to that podcast that basically is problematic, but he's still going
on that podcast. Like I'm still trying to debate on how I'm gonna go about this because I want to have fun and stuff, but like, do I need to like? Do I need to check them? I don't think like this is their podcast. Like, wow,
you know they aren't gonna post anything where they don't look good.
Yeah.
So you just need to know that, like, you know, it's their podcast and they're gonna always look like they're good on it. So, you know, my personal opinion is like I wouldn't even bother doing a podcast that someone was like making money off of, like, you know, because the truth is like, here's the deal, like you can't even watch the full interview unless you have their Patreon. And the Patreon money that you basically give them goes straight to them. It doesn't go to any of the people who are on the show. So to me, it's like, you do you, but like,
yeah.
You know, the podcast we're talking about is the one that Matt was on where he basically lambasted the entire cast and was like completely delusional. That one.
Also, your favorite company, Gay Pride Apparel. I definitely want something from them, but they don't have my size. So
You tell them?
I just said it out loud so they know. I'm waiting for something my size.
Oh, look. See? They said we.
I'm waiting for something my size that is a bare theme for me to wear. Figure it out.
Gay Pride Apparel does some great stuff. I have so many of them.
I like their stuff, but it's not. Yeah, big boy friendly.
They say we got you. Don't worry, they're on it.
Yes, you're right. It is their podcast, so I don't know. I'm really
podcast too. I hope that it goes really well.
Yeah, I want them to ask the questions that they asked in the interview to Tiffany and X about me and the challenge drama, and you know, I really want them to ask me about that. I really don't want to touch on your stuff, like, you know, Matt and the rest of them and stuff like that, because that has nothing to do with me. But I do want them to understand that, like, I don't know.
Ask you, they're gonna ask you, and they're gonna profit off of it.
If they ask me about the Matt stuff, I mean, I don't really have any.
Oh no, they're not gonna ask you about the Matt stuff. They're more than happy for you to basically get all messy with Tiffany and X, though.
But I'm not gonna get messy with Tiffany and X because I've already
saying, be mindful.
No way. There's nothing they can say that's gonna make it. But here's the thing: anything I say, anything I do say, is not like I've never said on the phone. Because let me tell you something: people don't know when Tiffany and X got done that podcast, and I saw the clip. I called them up. I was livid, and I said, first of all, y'all ever gonna do some shit like that? Y'all should tell me what y'all said or what it was about. Now they were like, oh, you didn't listen to the whole thing. I was like, I didn't have to listen to the whole thing. That snippet right there, like you guys like laughing at me, making it seem like I'm a joke, I didn't care for, because I'm not a joke. Like I might be funny, but like sitting there saying stuff. But I already listen, I talked to Tiffany on the phone and wrote down in my notes. Where's my notepad? Real quick before we end this show. I wrote down because Tiffany said that Big D thinks that he's God. Like, putting all of us together, he thinks he's God. So I'm going to respond on the podcast to what she said, but it's never going to be me ever disrespecting everything like that. That's the thing about what Matt didn't do. Matt could have answered all those questions in a way that it still could have been respectful to you guys. And then he could have sat there and said, oh, the thing that people need to understand, when you're doing a podcast or when you're talking to people, when they sit there and say, oh, I think Hisam's smelly. Yeah, Hisam's smelly. No, you should answer back and say, oh, now, Zach, you said Hisam was smelly. I'm not saying that. What I will say is that did Hisam have some times of maybe not wearing deodorant on a certain day? Hey, it happens to the best of us. Yeah. Now, there's ways to answer questions.
I'm smelly. I shower 3 times a day. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why would you choose that?
Just
Never even met me. You don't even know if I smell. No one's even talked about smell. And you were a statement about me being smelly? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm not saying you are. I'm just giving an example.
I get the example.
Yes.
But
that's
else.
I'm just saying there's no way that I would go in here and trash any of my friends or stuff like that. If they want to ask me my point of view of how I felt like the game went, or things that I did, or situations or beefs or anything like that, I would tell them my point of view. But I'm never going to sit there and like trash them and stuff like that. Now, if I crack a joke, sure. But like I said, they should be thankful that I'm coming onto the podcast because it's going to help their ratings. We know that.
No,
okay.
Of their pocketbook, right? Yeah. Because like they're getting, it's their whole Patreon thing. It's that's how they're making their money, right? They're making their money by only showing you clips that are like, so that you basically like subscribe to their Patreon, so that you basically give them your money, right? Which you not rightfully deserve. And that's my opinion.
Yeah, I don't never want to get to that point. I'd rather just do YouTube where you could just watch for free. I'd rather the thing about it is that the thing that I need people to understand is that I'm not here to profit off money off my fans. You know, like I understand we do cameos and stuff like that. Like I don't barely do those anymore. Or on TikTok where they give you money to do lives and stuff like that. I don't even do things like that anymore. The thing that I want for fans is just a simple fucking follow. That's it. I would entertain you. I would talk to you. I would give you everything you want. You want me to sit there and crack a joke? You're bored on a Friday, Saturday night. I got this show, this podcast. I got this. I got this. I got this. All I ask for is a simple follow, and you'll get everything you need out of whatever you need. You don't have to pay for it. But that's what I find weird. Like, I don't know. I don't get the Patreon thing. I don't get it. But hey, people gotta make their money. So how you make your money is doing, being a doctor, doing your.
Dependent upon, I'm not dependent upon reality television or fame to make me money, right? Like, so.
Not yet. Until you OnlyFans.
All right, Derek, we're done. All right, thank you, everybody.
Thanks. Because I go to Chicago.
What?
I go to Chicago next week.
I know.
Now, Chicago might have men.
Yeah, on your level. Yeah. Just make sure that everyone knows that you basically do not do the anal.
I don't do the angle unless I'm married.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.